The economy, of course, is playing out in a lot of ways. This being the busiest travel day of the year, too, has a lot of Americans staying put instead of taking that trip to grandma's house, that traditional trip. AAA is reporting about 41 million people will be hitting the roads today, taking advantage of the lower gas prices we've seen at the pumps lately. But that number is down, actually, about 600,000 from last year. Here's another point. Another 4.5 million people are taking to the skies this long holiday weekend, but with the extra fees for baggage and add-ons that we have to pay now, the number of travelers is down more than 7% from last year. That's not necessarily unexpected. Orbit's air traffic analyst and traffic expert Chris Hills is joining me now from Washington to talk more about the traffic in the skies. And Chris, hello there. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
We see that the numbers are down for air traffic. Certainly we expected that, didn't we?
Yes, we did expect that, but the airports are still quite busy and flights are nearly 100% full today.
By comparison, what's the difference this time around? This is the busiest travel day of the year when it's just a madhouse at airports all across the country. Is it still as mad as ever?
Yes, I would say it is still quite busy out there. And we do recommend... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, what do you attribute that to?
Well, it's just a very busy time to travel right now. People are traveling for Thanksgiving today and Sunday, and that is just according to the Air Transit Association, the busiest time of year to travel. Well,
we've done several reports on this over the last several months here, and we know that the prices for tickets have gone up across the board. There are those add-on fees that we just talked about where they charge you for baggage and for weight and all of these things and for cancellations, and so it costs more to get on that plane right now. And then there are fewer flights than before because a lot of the airlines have scaled back on the number of the flights that they've been putting into place. But you still say that despite all of that, people are saying that we will travel despite it all.
That's right. People are still traveling. It is still very busy out there. And like I said, flights are nearly 100% full, even due to the fact that the fees are up there and people are checking their bags more.
Does that have anything to do with the fact that they're flying smaller planes now? We know that a lot of the airlines scaled back on those large jumbo jets and put smaller planes into service so that it was more fuel efficient for them.
Well, actually, the smaller planes aren't necessarily more fuel efficient, so the airlines are using just as large planes as they have been in the past.
What do we expect as this continues to play out? Again, this is just the beginning of the travel season. People will be traveling around the Thanksgiving holiday, and then they'll be traveling into the Christmas season as well. Do we expect this trend to continue even though the economy is as it is?
Yes, we do expect it to continue. We expect it to be just as busy now as it has been in the past. Well, not just as busy, but very close to it.
Again, there in Washington, that's a busy travel hub. We know that the Northeast traditionally is a busy travel hub. Do we expect this to be the same way across the country or just in the high traffic areas, so to speak?
Well, we expect this all across the country. When talking about delays, at least the weather is cooperating today. So when you're traveling to the major airports, flights should be nearly 100% on time.
And what about congestion at the airports? Because the people are there as always, it has become a little bit slower to travel with the security measures and all of that. But have we been seeing people moving through efficiently and no extra long lines and waits due to security measures?
Well, thankfully, people are they're used to the security measures now, and things that we do recommend are getting to the airport at least 2 hours before your departure time. Also, remember the 3-1-1 rule going through the TSA security lines. All liquids and gels must be in a 3-ounce container. Those 3-ounce containers in a 1-quart clear plastic bag and 1 bag per customer. Also, when going through the security lines, make sure you have shoes that are easy to slip on and off. That'll help you get through them quicker.
You know what, boy, you sure pointed out a couple of things that seems to get people no matter what. And some people still have problems taking their shoes off. They just don't want to do it. And others just seem to never get that 3-1-1, as you say, about having those fluids in that small little bag. And that does tend to slow things down when there's someone there who gets there and then they're rejected because they've got a fluid in their bag, right?
Oh, that's definitely true. If you can remember just those few tips, that'll make things a lot easier for you and for everybody else in the line behind you.
Well, again, it's just the beginning of this very busy traffic season, today being busy, and then, of course, all of those people will be trying to get back home on Sunday. So let's hope that Sunday goes well, too. Chris Hills, thank you very much. Happy, safe travels to you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay.